Well, we're joined now by former FBI special agent and counter-terrorism expert Ali Soufan. He supervised several international terrorism investigations, including some of the cases surrounding 9/11. Hello to you and welcome to Euronews. First of all, can I just ask you, how do you assess Hamza Bin Laden? How significant a figure is he in the world of Islamist terrorism?
Well, Hamza Bin Laden is poised to have a higher role in al-Qaeda. Today, he is probably considered one of the top leaders of the organization. He has been groomed for the last few years to take after his dad. And as you mentioned in the report, he put a few messages asking for attacks against the United States and against our allies, and trying to actually bring back the narrative, the global jihad narrative of Osama bin Laden, and make it popular again among al-Qaeda members and among jihadis. So he is poised at this point to be not only a young, new leader of al-Qaeda who is actually a bin Laden, but also as a unifying figure for the Salafi jihadi movement that includes both al-Qaeda and ISIS. Frankly, many members of ISIS now, they're going to be leaderless soon. And I think we have to keep in mind that ISIS used to be the branch of al-Qaeda in Iraq. He might be a unifying figure for the global jihadi movement, and that makes him very dangerous man.
It's interesting you say that, because ISIS has been focused on creating a caliphate, which it has nearly lost. Al-Qaeda was more on carrying out attacks on various targets in the West, and then after a while on Muslims, and that's part of the reason it lost support, because most of its victims were Muslims. And you're now talking about a possible alliance between Al-Qaeda and ISIS.
I'm talking about a possible unification between members of al-Qaeda and members of ISIS, not necessarily the organization of ISIS. Many members of ISIS we've seen in Syria are already working again with groups that's affiliated with al-Qaeda. I think if there's a situation where Zawahiri is not the leader of al-Qaeda, and where Baghdadi no longer exists, and you, bin Laden, can be a unifying figure for the Salafi jihadi movement. Remember, Osama bin Laden instructed his commanders to focus locally just before the Navy SEALs bullets took him out. He wanted them to take advantage of the chaos that was created because of the Arab Spring. And al-Qaeda has been doing just that. On the eve of 9/11, bin Laden had only 400 pledged members of al-Qaeda, people who pledged bay'ah to him, an oath of allegiance to him. Today, al-Qaeda have thousands upon thousands of people. Al-Qaeda in Yemen alone have about 6,000 to 7,000. Al-Qaeda in Syria has hundreds, if not thousands, of members who are still loyal to the narrative. Somalia, Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb and in Sahel. So as Ambassador Nathan Sale said in your report, Al-Qaeda has rebuilt itself. Al-Qaeda's network is way stronger than it was ever before. They have been focusing locally, but at any point, they have the capability and they have the intention to strike globally against the United States. And Hamza, what he's doing today, he's trying to remind them that his father's main jihad, his father's main war was against the United States, was against the Crusaders and the Jews. That's exactly what bin Laden said in his declaration of jihad of 1996. And Hamza, his stature and his level in the organization has been increasing. I predicted that 2 years ago, and it seems that it's happening as we speak today.
So nearly 2 decades on from 9/11, that al-Qaeda threat seems to be re-emerging. Ali Soufan, thank you very much for talking to us here at Euronews.